I first started running in 8th grade in track season. I honestly don't know why I decided to. I was just kind of like, that might be fun. So I did, and I was really bad. But I just kept working at it, and it got better as the season went on. And then when I was going into high school, I was like, hey, it might be fun if I decided to do cross country, and I did, and I really got really good. So I never really knew like what kind of athletics I would be interested in. I knew I wanted to do a sport, but then when I finally branched out and decided to start running, I realized I can do something else. Like, I don't have to follow in the footsteps of my brothers and sisters. I can branch out. And that was kind of an eye-opener, and it really taught me to kind of go out there and seek out what interests me as opposed to what I see other people doing. When I moved here, actually, from Tennessee, it was rough because we hadn't known that we were going to move from Tennessee for very long, and it was kind of abrupt. And I didn't have a lot of time to get used to the weather here in Florida before the season started, and I didn't know anybody else on the team, and it was just a real struggle for me to feel like I fit into the team and feel like a good member of the team. And I was not sure that I really wanted to finish the season, but I did, and I just decided that I've done cross country the past 2 years. I need to keep doing this because I know deep down I do love it, and I knew that if I had quit, I would be missing a part of myself that is really a huge part of my life. I think that running, it is, even though I have dealt with getting stressed before races, when I get to go out and just run on my own and run after school or whatever, it helps me release a lot of stress about the day and other things that I have going on. I can release that as I'm out there pushing myself and running. It really helps me take my mind off of all those things. And it just makes me feel a lot better about myself. Like when I finished a hard workout, I can say, wow, I just did that. How many other people can say they did that today? And it's a really good point of self-esteem. I think it helps boost my confidence. There's a lot of mental games in running. It can be difficult to convince yourself that you're fine when you feel like you're dying, like halfway through a race. Sometimes there are times where I don't know if I can honestly make it through. I've been pushing myself so hard. But you just have to get your mind right and say, no, I've done this before. I know I can do this again, and just keep pushing yourself. A lot of it is what you decide beforehand. If you're standing on the starting line thinking, I can't do this, you're not gonna be able to do that. I've had races like that before where I stood on the starting line and I just did not feel like it was gonna be a good day, and it wasn't a good day. But there have been other days where I took that mental attitude and I was like, I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm going to do good today. And it turned out to be a really good race. And it's that mental aspect of just telling yourself that you can do it, but also just making sure that you prepare in the right way. If you don't get enough sleep, if you don't stretch, if you don't eat right, then that all comes into play also. I try to always, before the race starts, early in the morning, like right after I wake up, I try to start just thinking through what I'm gonna do and thinking about the times that I need to hit and just processing it and telling myself not to worry, because I've been known in the past to have some race anxiety, but as the years have gone on, I've just been working before the race to tell myself that you have this, you can do this, it's gonna be okay, don't stress out. And so I just try to do a lot of that before the race and just to calm down, because if I race while stressed, it doesn't usually go very well. I definitely plan on sticking with running after college. Whether or not I run for a team in college, I will definitely keep running on my own. And I would like to do marathons. I just think that would be a really good point to shoot for.